Hello, how are we? Welcome in. How we all doing? How you doing, Magic? Welcome in. How you doing, Danius? How you doing, Taz? Stop perving on my Steam. How can a man commit crimes if you're going to watch me? Ugh. Anyway, hello. How are we? Welcome in. It's been a bit. I've been gone for a while. No need to perv if you run naked around. No! It's quite cold here. Can't be doing that. It'll freeze me dick off. Things look different. How different? In what way do they look different? I'm not a different person if that's what you're inquiring about. You can't tell. I have stitched the skin neatly. He fits like a glove. Smells like avocado. Not a fan. Things look different behind you. They've probably been... Cats have moved shit about, probably. That we're in the process of moving, so I've moved a few things around. So that could be another reason why things look a little different. They've been trashed and moved and thrown. Forgotten. In some cases. You're just chilling, glad to hear it. Chilling with anything in particular? Have you got popcorn? Have you got food? Have you got a drink? So not moved yet. Not till next weekend. Be next weekend when I moved. I'm currently just in the getting stuff ready phase. We have to tear apart an entire house to gather all of our things and then move them on. Did you flip the camera? Nope. Nothing within this vicinity has changed. It could be the hat. It is covering half my face. The map has probably moved a little. I've cats, they move shit. I'm sure the map is usually on the other side. Oh wait, yeah, you moved the desk. I haven't moved anything. This is probably the reasoning why you think things have moved. Now it's on the other side. That's probably the reason. Also, thank you very much for the sub. Took me a moment there to to mentally stabilize that in my own little mind. It's probably because the camera flips between scenes. Nothing's changed. It's just that there's always two different angles. No, there's not two different angles, it's flipped. The magic of science. And camera. And film. But how are you doing, Justanius? How's work been? How's the week? How's life been inevitably treating you? Really weird way to try and say inevitably. You think I'd learn how to say that word by now? But yes, I haven't streamed in a while. I've actually, it's been down to two things. First of all, the moving. Second of all, I got really, really sick. And I'm still really, really sick. So expect a lot of random coughing and sniffles, to which I am sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. It's been a week. And there's going to be a week. I had planned on doing quite a few streams the past week gone, but I haven't been able to. The idea this evening was to do a really, really, really long stream, and I'm not quite sure I have that in me. But we'll see. After today's stream, it's just I'll be moving. Everything will be dead set on moving. What is wrong with my hat? Why does it look so weirdly lopsided on my fucking... on my head? So yeah, so that's the idea. We'll stream today, and then the next stream I do will be in my new house. As everything so far has kind of gone to plan. I will have internet when I move in. I'll have electricity when I move in. I will have a bed. And a space. And a floor. And a roof, I think. No one has said yes to the roof yet, but mark my words, I'll have a roof. But yeah, moving's an absolute bitch. In the past, it's been vastly easier because we had a lot less stuff, but now we have so much stuff that it's a giant, giant ball ache. There are so many things to move and shift before we move the actual good stuff. But once it's all done, it's done. And as I said then, things will change. We shall both have our own rooms. Which also opens up the possibility of us streaming together. As well as being able to stream whenever we want. So many, many, many things happening. So you can already hear it in my voice and how I'm talking. I am very sick. Even to keep any modicum of energy is it's like stepping on Lego, except it's my chest. That is the only way I can describe it. While being sick, I am currently a bootleg version of myself that someone has picked up in a second-hand shop. And the cover art is just hand-drawn. It's not even the original. Might as well be on a floppy disk rather than a normal CD. But yeah, so the plan overall for the day is we will go through the Endwalker story. Assuming I don't procrastinate, my attention isn't drawn, and I don't forget what I'm doing. That is the idea. How are we doing, Sanders? Happy weekend? I see you put together. What was I trying to say? Before I had a stroke. Yes. No, I am. I remember. That I'm the best person in the world. No, it wasn't that. How ambitious of you to believe that that's where I was taking that. No, I was about to ask, have you put the kids to bed and you're finally the adults at home? That was a really weird fucking sentence. And I'm sorry for saying it, but I'm hoping it made everybody as uncomfortable as it made me. If I have to live with it, you all have to live with it. Mate, I had to call a kid's parents yesterday. There is 300 different things scrolling through my mind right now that I could say, but instead I'm going to ask, how come? Why? What happened? Are they okay? Were they being naughty? My cat is prowling. Prowling? My cat's prowling. God. Damn it. Lad called me a muppet, so I said he needs to join the circus. I was told to apologise. I don't understand that in this day and age. Where the whole idea of school went from... It went from the kids having to apologise for their behaviour to teachers having to apologise for their behaviour. I don't understand the gain. I don't understand the philosophy in general. And I'm not quite sure why it started. I have been called a host of things when I was in school by teachers. Even stories from my dad put to shame things that I've been called in school. I don't understand this whole dumbing down. It's simply due to changes in safeguarding policies by the government and local office. But who's that safeguarding? You have no respect for media. Or me, you just left me. Don't get a cat, they're cunts. They just up and leave. Make themselves the centre of attention for one moment. Just have all eyes on them and then they just piss off. They're assholes. They squat in your house for free and all they want is food. And they make you pay for it. This is what it must feel like to live with the Pope. The worst part at the moment about the UK education system is that England's average GCSE grade is a 3, which is below a pass. What? How is the average below a pass? An average means the greater percentage of. That would genuinely mean that if there was only 2 scores in the country, if everybody was either getting 100% on everything or 0 on everything, then there would be a greater amount of zeros. The average in Liverpool, where I teach, is just bordering a 3. Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to allude to anything. But if I was to hamper a guess, it would be on their ability to ask for a packet, or their ability to ask for a bag of chips and a bottle of Coke. Mate, it's clearly because I'm keeping the averages up. You say that, and I imagine there's a small color set TV in the corner, like just blurrily trying to show a news report, and it's of the school you just came from on fire, with a couple of helicopters overhead buzzing, specifically saying they're out on the look for a person who matches your description. The only averages being kept here are the averages of schools being burned to the ground. Perfect. I've been had. You should have covered your tracks. Problems, and I think you know this yourself, it was in which the percentage of... Are there? Yeah, I'm not capable of words today. If I was a horse, I would have been taken out back and shot. I'll be honest. I know that imagery is going to disgruntle some people, but this is the real world and it's where we live. What was I saying? Yes, you made a miscalculation in the percentage of which you were mixing chemicals. Try harder next time. Don't leave any clues behind. If you were in the UK education system, you'd be working at a 1. Why would I be working at a 1? Is it because I'm intimidating? Do I come off as some kind of authoritarian authority figure? We'll go with authority figure. It's much easier for me to say at this current state. It's okay. Do you need a reader and a scribe? Mate, I need a bedpan and a wire brush. Never mind someone to fucking help me. There is no amount of help on this planet that could fix any of this. He needs 24/7 care. They've tried. Due to some recent cutbacks and some aggressive incidents, either the staff have been let go, they have quit, or they've been found in some highly unreportable scenarios. Wasn't his latest carer in the news recently for having taken him to a certain island? Fucking what? There's a burn, and then there's a stabbing. This is the moment where people start pulling you off me saying, please stop, he's already dead. The hell? It's also the first time someone said that to me, so fair play. About time someone took it up a notch. Well, yes, bear with me. I'm going to be flubbing a lot of speech. I am still incredibly ill. And my head is in a hoop. Make chatting intro longer. We're already here. I couldn't make it longer if I tried. Viagra couldn't contain me. Wasn't even the worst. Oh God, please no. Let's not push the envelope on this one, please. The moment you say it's not the worst, you can clearly make it worse, and I really, really hope you don't. If at all possible, please don't. Oh, I've heard he's been recently in those seedy nightclubs in Mists. Recently? I live there. The rent's dirt cheap. If you can finish off a shoulder, you get it for free. As long as you down it in one. And I'll be honest, dinner these days, it's all you need. Long day of adventuring. cozying up in your own little basement. Sure, the thumping from the bass above and the odd feeling of tap dancing shoes, as well as the sounds of breaking glass. Some would feel that that is a deal breaker. I just find it atmospheric. To be fair, I've been watching Has-Been Hotel, and so my jokes are simply bad. Has-Been Hotel? What the fuck is Has-Been Hotel? You can tell I don't watch too much TV. Okay, it's got Keith David. Realistically, I don't need to know anything else about it. I just need to know that it's worth my time. Oh, is that what the name of that show is called? Really? I've been wondering. I'm actually going to write that down. I have to watch it on Prime. This is all because I used to see so many like snippets and such on TikTok and other things, and so I never actually learned what the name of it was. Like, I don't care what anything is. If you tell me Keith David is in it, I'm watching it. It's a browser game, a social one. Oh, that series. Whoa, Taz, what are you talking about? Season 1 is on Netflix. I guess I'll find out later when I'm having a look, because I'll probably watch it tonight. The series the one guy spent 550 grand on for his softcore with a character. Was that for that? Did he do it for that show? Because the guy's dumbass. There was much better ways of attaining that. Not to mention, I could safely say for myself, if I found myself in that scenario watching one of those shows, like a show I really, really enjoyed, right? And I imprinted myself onto that, I couldn't enjoy it afterwards. Because it kind of ruins the magic. I'm part of that now. And I'm seeing it. It's the reason why so many actors and actresses and just playwrights and everything, that the moment they perform in some sort of media, they don't go fucking near it. They can't enjoy it. They don't care anymore. Like, it's just not... It kind of... How would you put it? It takes... I was going to say it takes the fun out of it. It doesn't really take the fun out of it. It just takes the enjoyment out of it. How you doing, Canoe? Unrealistic views. Fair enough. Only thing I'll say, the voice actors from the original pilot that came out 4 years ago were replaced for this, and they still sound amazing. See, the thing is, I don't even... Obviously, I've not heard, and I haven't watched it. So, like, I don't know. And I'm fairly certain I haven't seen the pilot. Unless I've somehow managed to watch most of the fucking pilot on TikTok. Because that was the last time I'd seen him. And then again, I haven't used TikTok in fucking Jesus. At least since I've started this job. So it's a year. It's a year that I haven't even bothered looking at TikTok. I haven't had time. Watch the pilot, babe. I will. I'm going to watch it from the first one upwards. But thank you. It's amazing how I managed to find out the name of a show that I wanted to watch by something completely unconnected. And by just happenstance. And that Keith David is in it. Is there nothing that man isn't in? The songs go hard, not gonna lie. Has it got anything to do with a hotel? Because hadn't I ever seen of it, it had nothing to do with a hotel. It just seemed like a bunch of demons who were sent to do a job and they just weren't fucking doing it. Or at least that's what it appeared to me as. I guess I'll know later when I'm actually watching it. I like how I got so quiet all of a sudden. Oh, now I'm aware of my sniffles. God damn it. Pop on stayed gone and that'll give you an idea of the song types. I'm live on YouTube as well, so I'm not going to risk that at the moment. Risk it? No. No. Peer pressure will not have me risk it for a biscuit. Not to mention, I'm going to be watching it later anyway. It's literally what I've chosen to do for the evening now. Once we're done, I'm trying to relax. Just because. I've had an interest in it for a while. I might as well use this time to do it. Discord watch party. To be fair, probably could. I don't see myself being in Discord after stream, but I don't know. I have spent at least the last week in Discord every night. Today is just one of those days. My battery has run dry. Oh, your secret channel. I just join channels. If someone's in a channel, I just join. It's mainly what I do. Unless we're playing games. I have said it before that we probably should just move it from a secret channel to a channel. One dedicated to letting everybody kind of participate and join. Segregation? Not by choice. As much power as I have on my Discord, I haven't that much power. People just keep making channels. And I just keep joining them. I'm lazy. That is the learning factor here, is that I'm mainly just lazy. Did you watch the Traitors finale last night? I haven't watched TV in years. In fact, Into the Place we're moving into will be the first time that we've actually had a TV. The fuck is Traitors, by the way? Even though when I say it, doesn't really matter if we have a TV. I won't have fucking time to watch anything. The BBC. So it's on the BBC, okay. But what is it? Trust me, you'll get into it. Just Google UK Traitors Edition. It's an edition. The fuck do you mean it's an edition? It's just people being put into fucking dungeons. It's a reality television series. What? Following the premise of other versions of the Verandaires, the show features a group of contestants participating in a game similar to the party game Mafia, in which a small group of contestants become the traitors and must work together to eliminate the other contestants in order to win a grand prize, while remaining contestants become faithful and are tasked to discover and banish the traitors by voting them out to win the grand prize. Okay, so this is just the game Mafia or fucking Town of Salem. They made a reality TV show out of what? Why? Basically another version of Town of Salem. Why is it a reality TV show? What does that have to gain? I was on the edge of my fucking seat. But it's a reality TV. Why is it a reality TV show? Could it not just be a game show? Who sat there and went, you know what we need? We need a reality TV show about a board game. We can't do it as a game show. It has to be a reality TV show because it needs gritty realism, drama. Being a British reality TV show, that means only one thing. They're hoping 2 of the contestants fuck off camera so everybody can talk about it. Because we aren't using holograms, so it's got to have real life peeps in it. God, you nerd. How did this go from being about a reality TV show to being fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? 8 out of 9 cats is a game show? The Mock the Week? Oh, no, it wasn't because of the way it was actually done. What's the other game? Game? Not game. Show. Brain. Come on, brain. I'd say Crystal Maze, but that is literally just a game show. It's not bordering on the same thing. Honestly, this year we had Harry and Molly, and I think Harry fucked Molly off camera just to get her to completely trust him. Who the fuck is Molly? And why have you got so many Harrys? Name someone Tom. Did you not see Twitter last night? No, I went to bed. I have a job. It's a shit job, but I had to go to sleep for it. I couldn't be up all night looking at Twitter. What a sad little life, Jane. Thanks. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you bringing me into this world to get me involved. Can I not afford this? No, I have insufficient gil. Are you for real? I'm always happy to help, babes. This isn't helping. It is destroying my worldview. I feel like I've been taken advantage of. I am being made... There's a word here and my brain can't just seem to find it. I can say made to look like a fool. No. Made to look like a martyr. No. Not quite sure how that would work. I don't think my brain is firing on all cylinders. So not only do you not watch the traitors, you're also poor. The fuck, man, this is just making me want to set up a GoFundMe for you. Please don't. I like my anonymity. Anonymity? Yes, anonymity. So if I can continue the rest of my life with that, I will be very happy. I don't need people sending me food. Or clothes. Or worse, cock rings. Only if you watch the traitors. I would rather watch myself get pissed on. Does that sum it up? Oh, thank God, Gil. I know I've said it, it's out there now, and I'm not taking it back. You can fight me for it, but at the same time, you're not going to win. Excellent, we have the required revenue to now continue. I have more guild than you. I'd fucking hope so. I spend mine the moment I get it. I am not to be trusted with money. I am financially irresponsible. I got 300,000 from my story skip. That is nothing. That is nothing. You, sir, got ripped off. Someone has taken you for a ride. And they've not paid you for that ride. They've just taken advantage of you. They've thrown you some small change and just left you doubled over in a gutter near a ditch. I hope you're happy. If you have no respect for the MSQ, the MSQ will have no respect for you. Right, we'll begin as we always do, with some gambling. As the power of gambling sustains me. I mean, you told me the story skip. No, I fucking didn't. I want receipts with that statement. If you're gonna say it, back it up. Ah, I could feel it in the air. I can feel it. This is gonna be a winner. Eh? Oh, shit. Well, you can only be a cross, right? Yeah, you know, it's a winner. I am a winner. See? I knew it all the time. Thank God I didn't make a higher bet. I was going to say that if I get it in the first try, I'll leak my OnlyFans. So thank Christ that didn't happen. Mainly because you would have all been very disappointed. It's just one video of me with a sock on my nose. And it's just a full picture from, like, the jaw up. It's... The weird thing is, I know somewhere out there, that's someone's thing. And I also can't be held accountable for anyone that would find that to be their awakening moment. I'm being responsible. You're welcome. I have the receipts. Did you just Photoshop some? Is that what you did? Are you going to be okay treating it like that? Okay. Do you think I can get a second try? It breaks your heart, doesn't it? Breaks your heart knowing. 5 and 9. It's 14. What's 14? Oh, we're not picking that one. Not picking that one either. What? You bastard. You know, you said you had the receipts, but you're not sharing the receipts. Can we get the receipts? You're keeping me on the edge of my seat here, and I don't want to fall off. You absolute snivelling shit. This is why I don't gamble. I don't have the luck. And it drives me batty. It makes me say weird things. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, but he can't read, so I think I'm safe if I'm on that list. So what you're trying to tell me is that you don't have receipts. And instead of just coming out to say it, you're trying to say I'm illiterate at the same time. And I must say, sir, that hurts. They may say the pen is mightier than the sword, but at this moment in time, the little hairpin you stabbed me with fucking hurts. Okay, have I gotten any this turn? No. What about second turn? No. Fucking third time's the charm, motherfucker. Third time's the charm. I will turn myself into a chandelier, I swear. I'm trying not to do weird high-pitched noises that may elevate me from my socks to my torso. Torso? Torso. Weird. You put some stink on the word torso. Comes up really fucked up. Why gamble when the money can be used for proper pints? This is also true. Realistically. But depending on the pub you're in, you are gambling still. You're gambling on a good pint of Guinness. And as we all know, the first pint is what matters for the night, and if the head on that's fucked, you might as well go home. At that point, you're wasting your money. Alcohol is bad. You shut your whore mouth. I will not have that negativity in here. I said good day, sir. How you doing as well, Camel? Welcome in. You have come to the Patient Zero stream, where I'm as sick as I can be. Just let me purchase the ticket so we can get this all out of the way, so we can see how bad of an idea it is for me to try and read through an entire story progression chapter in what I can only assume is the most literate man in the mental asylum at this moment in time. And the sniffles have started again. Excellent. Excellent. Though I've never had alcohol. Fucking what? Oddly enough, I say that out loud, but that's actually quite a common thing for people who just went, nah, fuck it, I'm out. But my small rural Irish brain is just in awe. I don't think I got a choice in the matter. I didn't even know I was drinking alcohol until someone had turned to me and went, that's not Sidona. Like, oh, it's not! I was wondering why it was coming in such a big can. I'll have more, please. The alcohol is not bad. It's what the alcohol activates in you. That is bad. Yes, mine activates a weird inkling of energy that turns me into some ancestral alien being from space that also resembles a crow. And by that, I mean I struggle to sit on fences without shaking uncontrollably, vomiting, and shitting myself. Can't fuck off from my wire. You have food. Please go do that. Oh, come here. Oh, now you're not interested. Again, just as I said at the start of the stream, cats are bastards. Their affection is only based on the amount of food you can offer them. This is not how a working pet relationship should be. One moment. Stop. Stop. I've never had any form of alcohol. Have you not been in a science lab? Have you just not been tempted? That's just not the place to be tempted for alcohol. I should point that out. Do not be tempted for alcohol in a science lab. It will not come out the way you think it will. It will not work out the way you think it will. When I drink alcohol with the lads, I just go back to my roots as an Irish pixie in the coasts of Ireland, and that could be taken in many, many different ways. Yeah, methanol is not a good idea to consume. No! No! Unless you are looking for an adventure. And oh boy, will that be a fucking adventure. I wanted to look at your glam. I'm pretty sure I've seen that glam, and I don't remember where. Oh wait, it's the Charlene job person who hands and knits and fucking I don't know, dances. Words. Adventure to the Grave. That would be a fantastic power metal album. Or a thrash metal album. Hold on. Is there? Adventure to the Grave. Are you? Do this off screen just in case porn activates, because, you know, internet. Adventure to the Grave. It's a book. Anyway, it's a book. Music? Okay, we're just getting Gravedigger. Really? Oh, it's Adventures of Grave. Oh, well, okay then. I guess I have found my calling. If I decide to start a band, I know where I'm starting. Sanders, you can't. I haven't got links activated. I think it's for subs and VIPs only. I don't even think it's activated for subs. It is for the safety of us all. Oh, you are a sub. Then it's not for subs then. Then it's probably for fucking moderators and up. I could probably activate it for subs, let's be honest. I've done many things for you. That's a mouthful right there. I'm still mentally trying to figure out the idea of someone having a few sips of whiskey and then they're sitting there and suddenly pixie mode activates. Okay, it's actually not that difficult to imagine, depending on what your idea of pixie mode is. That was not the plan. Right, we're going to go and position ourselves. And then I'm going to stall a bit just to see how my cat is behaving. Just to see if he's going to end up being a dick. I've murdered for you. No, you haven't. And if you have, you haven't shown me the evidence. And you're not getting fucking paid till I get the evidence. I mean... silly things you say. Shouldn't murder for anyone. Unless it's done for the right amount, it is the right person, and it is the best time to do so. Which is statistically Wednesday afternoon next to a pig farm. Just saying. I've also swallowed some interesting things for you. Oh, hey, look. The Play-Doh was your idea. You're the ones who bring these kinks up for yourselves. You know, you offer ideas to people, and before you know it, they're sitting in the corner of Play-Doh. They're making look like giant plasticky Play-Doh penises, and they're swallowing them themselves. It's weird, but it's interesting. I will watch from afar, I will document, but I will have no part of it. You do these things to yourselves. But you know, be the enjoyment where it is. I also don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is why I shouldn't be allowed to just ramble. It's dangerous. People get hurt. Oh, fantastic. Another cat has arrived. Don't just hop on my lap like you own the place. Like, why? Where are you going now? No, get out of there. Thank you. I can't wait till I get my new desk and you can't do that. Fuck's sake. Don't worry, I'll still watch you. Is that for better or for worse? And are you protecting me or yourself with that statement? Why did I make that sound like a marriage proposal? Gee, nice armor set. Is that a craft? Is that the crafted set? Fuck it, doesn't matter. Hey, wow. Like, I'll accept it. Like, wow is right. I won't deny who I am. You're welcome. Didn't know we were getting married. Look, sometimes in this day and age, it's seen as being romantic to be spontaneous. Also a fucking criminal act at the same time, depending. Also, you never offered me a ring. What's with the conversation tonight? Like, what's happening? I've been gone for a week, and this is what it's devolved down into. And what's gonna happen when I'm gone for the next week? And then I get to come back and stream regularly again. I gave you a cock ring. Oh, fuck. Thank you, Eminem. Thank you. I appreciate it. You understand a proper wedding gift. Is it diamond encrusted? So, I should point out, that is not an item that you want to hear the word encrusted. In any form of bedroom item, you don't want to hear the word encrusted. Copper? No! Take him. He's going to gamble away the kids and the house. Like, there's worse things to be known for. Did you want the house? Did you need the kids? You never saw them. I didn't see you paying alimony. No child support. You didn't even show up to their fucking birthday parties. Where were you when Craig needed to have a talk about the birds and the bees and the only thing I had was a small toy cat and a much larger toy bear? You know the effect that had on a child. You're the reason for the downward spiral. Happy birthday, Magic. Welcome to the Earth. We're glad you're here. Because you spent the fucking money. I was the fucking bees. I fail to see where you've implemented yourself within that analysis. Like, you say the birds, you say the bees. Why are you the bees? Like, the name itself is just a synopsis for nature in general. So when you choose to be the bees, what are you choosing to be? Are you telling me if you blow your load once you'll die? Jeez, did I come at the wrong time? That is what she said. And this is what this entire stream has been about. I've no one to blame but myself. I'm not apologizing. But we're here now. The only thing we can do is go on this adventure together. You're welcome. Okay, sir. I'm not fond of being called sir. I'll be honest. Mainly because it makes me feel older than I am, and it also makes me feel like someone's trying to be respectful of that. Mister makes me sound vastly older. What was that? Oh, the PC turned on. It makes me seem vastly older. Don't worry, the last time Steve came was last week. What? What are we on about? What's happening? Is this supposed to affect me in any specific way? Should I just start the story? You're gonna start the story. Anywho, unto the heavens. Did you see this, Sanders? This is what happens when you don't skip story. You know what's going on. You skipped having kids and went straight to alimony. Jesus, Steve, stop getting distracted. I'm not being distracted. I'm being involved. I know what the fuck is going on. Do you? Do you? You sure? How about emote only? I can do that. Quiz me on anything in the FF14 lore and I can tell you. Explain the windmill in Lenoska to me. Explain it. Why is it there? Tell me about the man who runs it and tell me about the people who work for him. Have I got emote chat? Will it work? Huh. I think it works. Explain to me in fine detail the lore using only emotes. Taz gets it. He understands completely. If anything, he is a master of speaking hieroglyph. That emote is unsettling. That is exceptionally unsettling. That hurts my face. A better TV one. If I got better TV on, it should. Okay, you're welcome. I'll take emote off now. The fun has waned on me. The mystique and the mystery have left my being. You may now speak openly and vividly, picking on me because I know the lore better. You haven't said anything. You have to say things for me to know things. I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galuf Baldessian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life. Things I believe are worth fighting for. Things that for some reason, this has become a church meeting. God damn it. Yes, nerd! Poyo has been teaching me. What has Poyo been teaching you? Because that sounds dangerous. Also, Taz, from the battlefield, has the war been won, or are we still in a state of attrition within the trenches? Something to consider as you venture into the Sea of Stars. The fight is going on, sir. Fucking really? War, and you've not invited the Welshmen for obvious reasons. We're afraid what side you'll take. The scouts haven't alerted me yet. There will be movement soon. Speak with Fortunaut, Thomason. Our secret weapon is still in play. Is it? What's our secret weapon? And how are we crafting this entire conversation that only you and myself know what's going on? How have we done this? Can we be stopped? When will it end? Find out next time on Daddy's Little Foxtrot. Last war game I played was Foxhole. I don't know if that's going to help you much here. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't help. Maybe life as a whole will implode. We'll never know. We'll never understand. But what matters most is that you're trying. It's not quite the rocket you were expecting, but at the same time, it's not the size that counts, it's the motion of the ocean. And this one will make you seasick. So wear your travelling bands. Equip your condoms and take your Viagra now. For we're about to launch to the end. I think that's an appropriate metaphor for this, right? Right? Or did I blow my load too early? That's what I thought. Fair enough. Yeah, you win. Steve's gatekeeping his community confirmed here first. Really? You've been in the Discord long enough. You think you would have learned this by now. I create war and I'm willing to lose and take everybody with me. Shit, he's making more lists. This list, sir, is for the kinks I've unlocked along the way. Just assume every time I take out a paper and a pen, it's because I've unlocked a kink and I'm noting it down. I'm struggling these days to keep up with things. I'm aging like a fine wine and so are my tastes. This is just to make sure I stay in line and act appropriately. You know, I wouldn't want to put the lederhosen on the wrong foot. Or the cuffs on the wrong toe. Remember, bondage is a sanctity, and it does come with training. I also have no idea what I'm talking about, nor what it has to do with Final Fantasy XIV, but we're here now, welcome. Good for you. I will jot that down on my list. I think that's appropriate. Okay, I think we're stalling way too much. Way too much stalling. We're damaging my small and cheaply fine-tuned reputation. It'd be nice if this was voice so I didn't have to do it. I'm the lazy entertainer of the group. And you know, just sometimes you need to rest the throat.
All present.
Oh, thank Christ.
Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen
Steel
my fair
equals
share
like
of
bondage.
tight
Not surprised if
schedules,
that's
but
why he's been
it's
gone for a week. Ah, you're right. I've been tied down.
But we did it. We finished the ship.
I was busy.
It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Hey, yo, that's Nero. I'm glad you
Don't
managed to
mention
keep up
it.
with that.
Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of starfaring vessels.
I came over for a visit, and
As
after
they
day one,
say,
he was sore.
Necessity is the mother of
My pride.
invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey.
Don't know if the
when
world
you're
is worth that much, I'll be honest. I'm gonna settle for diamonds. Booze.
So, have you thought of a name?
A vacuum cleaner that could suck the soul out of you.
Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
Was it Batman? Did he pay for it? Batman always pays for it. Don't think he'd be too happy with the color scheme.
Dalamud, we obtained not only
Not enough
advanced
bats.
materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the
I could
vessel
leave down my
stands
life.
complete,
Cut it into
cannot help
pieces.
but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance.
Enjoy a slice of pizza.
If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
All Final Fantasy XIV cutscenes should be enjoyed with a cat
The
on your lap.
starship
Just saying.
Ragnarok.
He says Ragnarok. Loki liked to be a cat every now and again, which is weird because my cat's also called Loki. Oddly enough, how themed that is. Hey, I see you tried to escape from that. You knew what you were doing.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into
Stop
tiny shards to
attacking
feed
my
into the
mic.
engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that
There
can
we are.
transport themselves.
A little purr off you, huh? You purring away.
Thou wouldst employ summoning.
Stop
Or
attacking
should
my
I say
mic,
its
please.
precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loperids are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
It's incredibly difficult to pay attention to this cutscene when there is a cat currently purring in my arms. It's
Drawing upon this art,
difficult, as I imagine many tasks can be. Stop attacking my mic. Cheers.
That replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest
What
a
are you
creation.
doing? Paint me like one of your French cats. For fuck's sake.
Combining the Loporit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
I'd be more
Right, I was getting to that.
more worried about being turned into shrapnel than a random minion. I don't think anyone here is taking the seriousness of space travel into consideration. We might become someone's minion. No, you could end up being Stardust because you hit an asteroid going 4 times the speed of light.
In contrast, our creation magics,
You have covered
the
me in
original
here.
and the best, except no
I
substitutes,
must write things down.
don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Alright, come on back to me lap.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we
Stop
who
attacking me,
birthed
Mike,
them.
will you? For Lord mercy.
Where others vilified
When did
and
this become a
suppressed
cat stream?
you offered understanding.
Bye, have a
and
beautiful time.
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our
This
gods.
hoodie was so nice and
Not
clean before I
malevolent
started. Now it's just
deities, but
covered in cat hair.
benevolent saviors.
Covered.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
Right, because my cat is acting up, I'm just going to stop this from running ahead of itself for
May
a
we have
moment.
a moment?
Clear the cat hair out of the way. Right, I'm going to be back in a moment. I need to feed this rapscallion. I'll be just a moment, alright? BRB. Okay, I'm back. I'm very sorry for the delay. We'll put this back on auto and follow along.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
Did you not give us a teleportation device that would teleport us back
Be
to
safe,
Aetheres?
all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Really weird shape to a spaceship, I'm gonna be honest. It's like Mass Effect's wildly unsuccessful cousin. And it's a cousin of Mass Effect Andromeda. Right, so where am I going? Where am I going? Aglyph. Take me. I will direct you to the bridge. Upon boarding the Ragnarok, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I think we have the time. Shall we commence? Fencing liftoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Houston, I shit my pants. Let's see where it leads. Why did the Allagans make their flooring so fucking so complicated? And with so many areas for you to slip on. Go blow up shit. That's the plan.
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back.
I feel that deep within my soul. I want to be that Loporus.
Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Tell the portion of 6,000 calories to be quiet. They're emergency rations, alright? We brought the rabbits as emergency rations. Food doesn't need to be in the stock room. We can just have them walk around us.
Can you hear me?
Free range rabbit. That's what I brought.
The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
They called me an Uber. Our date is over.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
I wonder what they sound like in the Japanese. In the original.
Come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again. With feeling.
Okay, now this one I hate. I hope it ends up in a freak yachting accident and we end up having to serve it for dinner. Issue the command to launch or have Alphino do the honors? I'm fucking me. I'm the star. Heroic pose. Get moving.
Engage! Engage!
Sweet, they're Power Rangers. The inside of this looks vastly bigger than it does on the outside. Are we in the TARDIS? Is that what we're in? Feels like it's the TARDIS. Why does the ship looks like the world's worst Concorde? Did it just blow up an entire city? Fantastic. What is happening?
Into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
You've never caught your dick in the zip of your jeans.
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice.
Nobody knows what's happening. Well, I've kind of gathered what's happening.
Revel!
Our engine basically summoned them to have them push us forward. He wants to thrust forward. I know, he's a real go-getter.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
Okay, I didn't realize we were summoning a wormhole. I thought we just had really powerful engines. I feel like I got lost in translation somewhere. I think I fell asleep during orientation day. And yet it's so calm on the ship. I was under the impression we were breaking the atmosphere.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All
values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
Why are we measuring in the form of carats?
Alright, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our
Why are the
equipment to
snacks
determine.
pretending
Anyway,
to be Doctor Who?
from what we know of Meteon, she's
What you don't
likely
realise is that
designed
they're
us to
actually
obfuscate her
derelict.
location.
They've just somehow made them
So,
more
in
annoying.
conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice.
I thought we already took off.
We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
What is this?
I think those sirens are to alert everyone that the toilets were now full and no one should take a shit until they can empty the bins. And now someone's blocked the pipe with toilet paper.
Greetings. Greetings. Can you hear me?
Well, we already know her name.
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters?
How does it feel to be in the can with the food?
I don't
Feels like I have a
remember
pick of
meeting
the
you
litter.
myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident.
I don't think she likes happiness.
Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric.
Why does everyone say that when you look up at the night sky it looks
Life is
cold,
an anomaly.
empty and quiet?
It is
When I look up at the
unnatural
night sky,
and
it just
cannot
looks like as if
continue.
everything is screaming.
The
There's just so much
sooner you
going
accept
on.
this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
How long of a cutscene is this supposed to be?
Yes.
We aiming for a
sense it.
record.
A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
Why did it sound like her neck broke?
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end,
They forgot oxygen.
where those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
We spent so long storing all of these rabbits for food that we forgot to bring oxygen. Just slipped our minds.
By the Fury.
Does remind me of the game Fear.
Thancred?
They need to make a third one of that. No, did they make a third? They did. They finished it. They finished the
Meteor was
trilogy,
one as well.
didn't they?
Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
Yeah, they did make the third, if I recall. It was just anticlimactic.
This is Ultima Thule.
Do you really need that much phlegm to pronounce that?
But I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all readings are within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
Why do I feel like we should have brought more rabbits in this? This is like one rabbit per person.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End. In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth.
When they said that this was capable of sustaining life,
Though the curtains may fall again,
what kind of life were they intending?
So long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell. So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Why are we leaving this vast technological marvel of a ship in the hands of a few rabbits who have named themselves after their more potent characteristics? One of which is even called Sleeping Way. They all hallucinate because of the lack of oxygen. We've imagined a ripe living planet, and we've left that dream to the rabbits. Yay. I can't see how any of this can go wrong. As long as their food stash doesn't go missing. And by that, I mean the emergency food stash. Oops. Well, I suppose realistically that shows exactly what's going to happen. First he'll be here, and then he'll be gone. Devoured. As all food should be. Anyway, I'm back in a moment. I really have to go take a piss. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I really needed to piss. It was destroying me from the inside out. Alrighty then. What's the map for this place look like? Okay, so we have a full area. Kind of like the end of Shadowbringers, where it's just a shit show of a place. Some fates. Base Omicron. Oh, Omicron. Rihatara. And Abode of the A. Is it E? E or A? Or is it EA? Fantastic. This is where the microtransactions are like. Okay then. I'm assuming I can't fly here and I have to gather everything. Damn it! There's no information to display. Okay, so maybe there isn't anything here? Yeah, alright, I guess we'll see in a bit. Can't guarantee it will be of help in these strange surrounds, but I've ready the provisions note in case of emergency. Of course, if they encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. Completely. Ooh, dies. And money. I'll be taking the money if you don't mind. We are fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely, I suspect, given the torpid, stale quality of the air, but never mind that. We must find Thancred. Let's begin our search for the prow of the ship. It seems as good a direction as any. Try not to stray too far, lest we lose sight of one another. Don't make me follow you. Jesus, that's a bit close, isn't it, to the ground? Might as well have landed. You'd scuff the paint like that. You'd absolutely scuff the paint. There used to be buildings here. Ooh, is there currents? To the east. Oh, where I'm going. I'm fine with that. You discovered a new location. But there was dragons here. There is dragons here. Why are you called the Stellar Dragon? Sir, if you could not. That should be lovely. Goddamn Stream Deck is in the way. Technology is fighting against me. Aye, vitrified fort. Ruins, but of what, I wonder? A fort, apparently. It gave us the name, but you're not paying attention, man. Jesus. Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. I already fucking said what it is, but alright. Thanks for listening to me. Guess there's more in that direction. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely sometime in the distant past. The damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately, rather it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. Look here, this part is relatively intact. The intricate design of the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive of them. Having said that, I swear I've seen this pattern before. Have we? This is where we find out that the Allagans went off and did fucking space travel. Let's climb this natural pyramid. Thought this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings, a poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we're near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Fucking Aether fonts are pretty cool. I like this in the air, this exploding rose. Don't know if it's a plant or what. Like how it's supposed to have an atmosphere, but we can clearly see the night, the sky, and whatever the fuck that is above us. Is that a planet? It's definitely painting worthy. That it really is. That specifically is. Actually, in saying that. Grab one now because I am not going to remember. I'll have forgotten come the morning. Dragon isn't moving, so what's causing the noise? Oh, maybe it was just the sound of them flapping their wings. How you doing as well, Silver? Welcome in. How are you? How were you able to find anything? As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. Is it the dragon? I felt it too when I was near that thing. Oh, you beat 6.0. Oh, very nice. What did you think? Have you done much of the content afterwards or any of the patches following it? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Am I the only one who can see the dragons? Been sidetracked. Well, I can understand that. It's taken me 2 years to get this far. Because I spent too much of my time fishing, doing glamour, and taking the piss in the gold saucer. Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere and leveling. Of course, I had to level everything to 90 before I did anything. Agreed. We found only more questions when we were in desperate need of answers. April 2023 to January 2024, 6.0 completion. That's, you know what? Fair enough. I can't remember when I started Endwalker. When did I start Endwalker? August? Was it August? I think it was August. 3-month break because of living in a hotel after an eviction. That would cause a break, alright. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I would assume that you've managed, everything is alright now. But yeah, that's not something to be going through. But now my own place. Oh, that's good to hear. Because having to live in a hotel wise, it's not a good situation. It's an unfortunate situation that way too many people have to endure. And I have no frame of reference for it. It's just not something I could imagine having to do. I could play WoW Hardcore, only died once to DC. I would have died more than once. And it would not have been to do with disconnecting. It would have been to do with stupidity. I will do WoW Hardcore eventually. Maybe in the next while, next month or two. Then again, the hype for it will have died off by then, but I'm just doing it for my own my own sense of hilarity. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's port side we've yet to explore. Let us try searching there then. I died a lot to my own overconfidence on warriors. See, it can be done, but at least you know that warriors are capable of doing it. At least you weren't doing it on Paladin. At that point, it wouldn't even be down to your own overconfidence. It would just be down to being a Paladin. Except for a healer, you can do it in a healer. Rathian, a word before we join the others. I know I'm going to go Warlock if I play. I know I will. Then again, there is Warrior. I could do Warrior as well. I prefer to use a Paladin, but unfortunately Paladins just don't work out as well. Can't play a damn caster in WoW after having played Black Mage. That's very understandable. I like Warlock only because it's at least it's different enough, especially with demon summons and such. But I'd never play a mage or a priest or anything. I just wouldn't be able to. The ink dragon died. It did, like a puddle of black deprecated ink. That's a big fucker. How are you a lesser stellar dragon? You're bigger than the other ones. It makes no sense. There's nothing more satisfying than elemental swapping. To be fair, there really isn't. Though I like Black Mage, but I don't know if it's... I don't know if that is too... Not that it's too complicated for me, but I just don't know about the elemental swapping is as fulfilling for me. I prefer melee anyway. I've always preferred melee. He says after playing Hunter for 15 years. But I do know caster-wise it was the Black Mage I preferred for a while, and I don't know why. I just like Summoner now. And Summoner has a lot more going on since the rework. But that might just be me. I might just prefer the simplicity of it all. So how did you like fighting Venant? I liked it. I really liked it. I didn't like doing it the first time on the solo fight. That pissed me off. The trial, however, was pretty fun. I'm looking forward to the next few trials as well. And the raids. Be nice to actually do some endgame content. The solo fight I died 6 times. I think I died 3 or 4 times. And then I put it onto easy, and then when I was doing easy I realised what I was supposed to do, and then that annoyed me because it meant I could have just done it from the beginning. Because I got stuck on the little ball section, we need to kill them all. It was the orb phase. It was the orb phase that got me, and it pissed me off so much. And I did it on my samurai. I would have had a much better time if I had done it on a caster. At least then I wouldn't have had to move. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. Finally, someone else is as mental as me. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midsommar and mine with Needhog is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live in our theories? That'd be really cool if this was the dragon's homeworld. better leave such conjectures to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons that can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to him, I wonder? I got lucky with I'm gonna press all these AoE buttons. Fuck it. Fouls and flares. The AoE wasn't working as much for me. I had to specifically go out to them. Because my AoE wasn't going to be strong enough to bring them all down in the one go. It was a pain in the arse. I even thought about using the Sage for it, but I just knew that was going to be worse. That would have crippled me mentally.
Dragons? Here?
Oh, so she can see them. Ooh, I don't have to talk during this. It can do it itself.
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
I remember where Midsogar came from, but the Sea of Stars is just space. And past many, many planets.
Cried out for the release of oblivion.
So I'm wondering if this is the planet that they tried to settle on previously and ended up in the war when they left, or if it's the original planet.
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness.
God Girl is like 8,000 calories.
These creatures are shadow and shade.
Still depicting people and characters as calories.
Dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
Assuming this isn't the original homeworld.
He is at your side, is he not?
She went from Twitter to X. Yes, she did.
He is here and there and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
If anything, I would say she went from being Facebook to Tumblr.
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with Dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed.
If you get her from behind, can you grab her wings like a motorbike handle? Like on a Harley?
He slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul? In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive.
Dislike X, since it seems to be so deranged nowadays. Nobody likes the app anymore except bots. Bots and people who just cannot stop sharing opinions.
Causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive. And where life can endure.
Like I said, I still think people like using it and that, but it's not as used as much as it was.
For how long, however, remains to be seen.
X is unchecked because it goes by the whole freedom of speech.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
While not completely severing the idea from freedom of speech to being twats.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
a free speech advocate. The freedom just means a lot of people have poor manners. Yeah, and using those poor manners, they genuinely seem to think that
How do we contend with
it's not about your freedom of opinion or thought, but they can literally say anything they want. Which is not really how freedom of speech works.
Do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
Jesus, okay, we've just left them. Alright. They died, what do we do? Let's continue. You're a waste if we don't. I do believe in shaming, but not force of law. That's true as well. I think it's more of an educational thing. That's kind of where it's the outlier. Like, I don't mean hardcore teaching as in this is what you should be doing, but I mean just when people understand a bit more, they tend to lean a bit more away. They tend to be a bit more logical about things. But then again, that's just wishful thinking. Humans are as humans do. Too many people use mishaps to cancel each other and get people fired. This only inflames situations and proves biases. Yeah, it is. Especially now when they try to, not even just cancel each other, but cancel people for the most minute of things. Because they automatically assume it's appropriate. They don't like it, therefore it shouldn't be. They put no logic in the matter. Despite Metian's words, Urianger cannot accept his comrade is gone. Soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. Circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice, he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it and ascertain the nature of this realm that we might confront and defeat Metion. Now, I will say the Dawntrail trailer has kind of ruined it for me because I know they're not gone. Spoilers. Estinian. Rathian, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I'd ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there's a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Very well, we can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Methian said these dragons are shadow and shade, from a world whose Denzians sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. I grew up with Celebrity Deathmatch and Jackass in the early South Park days. Nothing is sacred, however I feel you need talent to be comedic and entertaining. You do. You also need to understand how any form of situation can be taken lightly. There is a form to it. A joke is just a joke, but there's ways of telling that joke. You still need crass in that situation. Just saying it because it sounds funny means nothing if there's no context to it. Now you see him, now you don't. Now you see him, now you don't. Now you see him, now you don't. It's like wiping jizz out of a sock. See a really cool design on their head. Also a very weird analogy. Cum dragon. See, I'm not the only one who sees it. A visitor, not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame. Oh, how we would adore thee. Alas. The time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march into oblivion. Christ. Okay. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Okay. How far away is the thing? This was 600. God damn it, it's miles away. I need to come back and do this, aren't I? Thou art unlike the others. This place ill befits thee. Do not tarry over long. Who the fuck are you? The telling of my tale alters not its course. If thou knowest my brethren once ruled these skies, will our kingdom return? Should I boast that I was first among our hunters? Will the comrades I failed live again? So this is their actual homeworld. Nay, once I lived and now I await the coming oblivion. Nothing more. This is not our home. To our home did come the metal demons who of life and joy scoured it clean. These are mere bones, and among them do we rest our wings forevermore. Leave us now to our mourning, traveller. Thou wilt find no solace here. Oh, so it is their home. Or was, in their case. Is it a mythical creature like a cum fairy? No, I think those are two very different things. I think this is more DeviantArt, and what you're thinking of is more OnlyFans. And again, I'm against altruism. There's no greater good. However, the chemicals which provide happiness coincide with being kind and helpful to others, but doing so out of choice instead of coercion is more rewarding. Well, yes and no. When you're doing it out of choice, you don't always feel happiness. You don't feel happiness for doing it. You feel happiness for the person that you made an impact. When you're kind of coerced into doing it or kind of pushed into doing it, you do feel happiness, but it tends to be for the act of doing it. Obviously, it's better to do it by choice because it is more rewarding to see someone else happy rather than just making yourself happy. There's also more meaning in it. He seems very tired. But yeah, no, it is more rewarding, so you're 100% right on that. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost. So glorious, so beautiful. We were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. A crushing defeat, never had we known such shame. Stilled now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. Christ. Also, that's an aetheroid shard and I didn't realise it. It says your friend dead, but he's just looks like he's sleeping very uncomfortably. Thou wouldst bid me speak. Folly. I observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar, only watch and wait and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempted me to raise my voice in lamentation. Amnol, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will, I shall remain. Christ, these guys really don't give a shit. I'm genuinely waiting for it all to end. Where am I supposed to go? Fucking miles away. While we're here, I would like to pick these up as we go. So, northeast. So this is back the way I came. Oh, god damn it. You said northeast, didn't you? Okay, north. Fuck it, I have no idea how I got over there. Fuck it doesn't matter. So I feel more sympathy for Hades than I do Venet. He wanted to do the right thing by his people and chose to keep at it, and that either had no competency of figuring out how to deal with Methian, or justified sacrificing all of Amaroth to make a lesser species to maybe one day gamble at dealing with her. See, I don't think it was down to the fact that she was gambling. It was more down to the fact that all of her countrymen were sacrificing themselves to bring apart a god to fix a situation that it couldn't fix. Basically, a situation that was just halting the process. It wasn't fixing anything. She herself had tried the idea of fighting it, but then realised she couldn't, and the best thing to do then was to do what they did and just balance it all out. There was no right or wrong side. It was just the circumstances. The problem there was just information of one person who knew everything while the rest didn't. I do feel more sympathy for Hades, because that if you look at it from all their points of view, their world literally just ended. There was no reason. Well, she knew the reason. Only thing they could do was scramble. And even after it was all gone and they had no idea why everything split apart, they were trying to put it back together. While putting it back together meant it was all going to disappear. She just wanted to preserve all their souls. And then in that moment decided that maybe being as powerful as they are was just not the right call. It's a hatching ground, or was. It seems similar on her theories. Midgard, some arcane kind, must once have lived and thrived in a place such as this. Still not pronounce his name as many times as I try. Mithra said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. But I do agree with the idea of, in the end, gambling on the species that she ended up creating. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. That would almost mean that it only died recently. Murky liquid has pooled inside the eggshell. The noxious beater is inactive, or indicative of contamination. Do wonder what happened to the other 6 Asms who perished during their rejoinings. I would assume their souls probably re-emerged with the rest. I can't imagine they were just blinked out of existence. Or at least that's my thought anyway. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the vicious mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. For instance, as of this moment, you are 9/13 of an Amarothian compared to everyone else at 8/13. Yes. And they know who you were. They know whose soul you have. Not that I can remember his name. Or was it Azim? Why have I suddenly forgotten the name? Azim was myself, wasn't it? Azim is the Convocation member's name. Yes, the seat of Azim. Who was our own name? I can't remember. It's been, what? The week off, week prior. A month, I think, since we did. A month since we went into the past when they mentioned it. But it'd be the same for everyone, because it wouldn't just be Azim, there'd be Van Daniel and everyone else as well. His egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonet within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonet was indeed hatched, there's no sign of it here. Or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops, and I'll search the plains. I like that we actually get to see their homeworld. It's a tragedy that's in shit, but at least it's not disappeared completely. Your created name is the personal name, like there's the seat of Emmett Selch, but Hades is his own name, or Venet and Azim. Yeah, but they know your soul. As they mentioned the name of it a few times. No, I couldn't even begin to assume or presume if it was personal name or a seated name of any sort. But they knew who your soul was. You had a connection to them at one point in the past. As the person was supposed to be known for playing tricks and that and making their own little familiars, carrying pieces of their soul. Your soul is that of Azim, as he or she was sundered by Hydaelyn, who didn't go with Venon's plan. So we are Azim. That's what I was wondering. Was it Azim? I still find it funny when they mention how the plan and all went and how she was supposed to be the summoning of Hydaelyn, or became Hydaelyn, and yet in the cutscene it was a split-second decision. Bereaved dragon. What's alive? The cutscene's more of a poetic interpretation. It is, but it interprets it like everything was just a quick... That moment itself seemed like a quick thing. And then obviously her moving through time and all kind of show you how she ends up in the Aether Sea. But then again, I only know up until this point. I know nothing further. The boisterous howling... Oh, fuck nuggets. Please don't be skipping ahead on me. Everything alright? I thought I heard a dragon, or something resembling one. I am keeping mind of spoilers. Thank you very much. I see what's happened here. Was that your child? They're gonna run away from you again. They will, they always do. End the cutscene, they just walk off. Perhaps some eggs within Amandol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Crap, was that a little dragon we just killed? Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Again, listen to the wisdom of the Cum Dragon. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain. Ooh, we have wisdom music. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Spermica Avis, to make it more official. They now have a name. They have been scientifically choreographed, categorized, until chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild. A futile effort. In purest soil replete with aether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerge as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are, many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there's another star. Spermius Bicus. With the Cum starship to the Cum star, says the Cum Dragon. And to be fair, we keep calling it a Cum Dragon, but at the same time, it does genuinely look like a splatter mark on a toilet seat. From this distance, obviously, up close it looks quite detailed. You know. You could call it the money shot if you would. The money Cum Dragon shot. This feels like the Shinigami world and Death Note, all the gods in despair, but Ryuk was like Mitsukumar, who is more entertained by desire. It is to a degree. That and he was really fucking bored. Really fucking bored. I don't actually remember the name of the other deck. Yeah, the other deck god. Well, the other Reaper. Oh, am I no, I'm a righty. This is my right hand. It's just the perspective I have on the camera. What orientation have I got the camera? Is it... Does that just say monster? Yeah, so I'm using the normal orientation of the camera. I usually have it flipped for chatting. I change the camera angle depending which side I have to stick the camera on. Are you actually finishing it today? I probably won't finish it today. I've limited time. And there's a rave on next door and it's doing my head in. But I'm trying to make some amount of headway. Is what I'm going to do. If I don't finish it today, what I'll do is I will aim to finish it on the next time I do get to stream, when everything's back to normal. In a week or more. No, he's already lost. Thanks, Taz. Yeah, you've always got my back. You are there to uplift my confidence. The bereaved dragon has fallen silent, leaving Estinian to sigh with frustration. They want only to brood in silence to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. A sole reward for senseless bloodshed. A pain I understand and wish that I did not. Ah, what fools we were. If you can make it 2.5 hours, that's about how much time it took me to finish from here. It depends with the amount of time of kind of talking it out and such. I'd say I won't be able to do 2.5 hours. It'll take a couple of hours. Plus multiple instances and long cutscenes. Ah, okay, so we're going through the whole thing. So we'll probably have to finish the other time. I will say, when I do get to do the next proper stream and get back to normal, it'll be a long stream. So we can finish it then. We can finish it then and even start the raids and such. Best fan number 15 here out of the 17 here. Best fan 15. You better poke me. I didn't know you were even streaming. I put it in the Discord. You're not paying attention. Was your alarm bell not on? Where's the collar that we gave you? It's supposed to shock you when an alert goes up. Were you not wearing that? We'll have to see to that. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. I will poke you. As I said, we will do the raids and we will do the dungeons and all together, as well as the trials. We will go through all of it. I'd say this would be a good stopping point. To be fair, I'll probably be done the next 15 minutes because it's almost 10 PM for me. And these headphones aren't as noise cancelling as I would like them to be. Steve, I think she's already used to the shock collar. Become immune is what's happened. Completely become immune. There's not even any PTSD. It's like a fresh breeze. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. How come this is a good point to stop? It's more enjoyment than surprise now. We won't tell you. Am I alright to go and do this? A test of will. To go back to the ship to talk to everyone. Is that alright? No. Will it take longer than 15 minutes? Yes. How long will it take? Very long. Is it a cutscene? Or am I doing it myself? About 5 to 6 minutes, or? Five to 6 hours. You're at the apex of the roller coaster. Also, the next part is about 5 to 6 hours. And we have 1 aetheryte picked up. I did pick this up, didn't I? I did. Perfect. So it is quit time. Okay then. Right. So if it's going to take 5 to 6 hours, I will plan out my next stream for that. I would think that is probably the best thing to do. It's not, but story-wise, it's just a good point to quit. You will want to do the rest in one go. 4 hours to complete. Stream buffer, 1 hour of chatting and warm-up. With me, there would be an hour of chatting and warming up, so that's a good point. plus the in between, because I can't shut up. I can't do this in silence. I find everything funny, and I procrastinate. Chatting can be more than 1 hour easily. Yes. It's not even just chatting stream, it just happens. And go to sleep. No worries, Poyo. Have a good rest. Enjoy the night. Yeah, so we'll do it that way then. Yeah, so obviously, as I said, this is the last stream for a week. Maybe a few more. If I was to harbour a guess, it would be between next Sunday and Wednesday. But it's not in stone. Next Saturday? No, it won't be next Saturday. It definitely will not be Saturday, unfortunately. That is the busiest of the days. I'll be in the Discord anyway to discuss it, so it'll be planned out. And then what I'll do is, and then on that stream, I will set out the time to do it in one go. We will do it from start to finish. Sunday would be good since I get off at 1. I'll be glad to be there. See, Sunday could be good, but I said things would have to line up. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear. And I'll get things set up, and then we'll do it. We'll do it one full go, and we'll be done. And then we can move into patch content and that, and then the raids and so on and so forth. Good night and best of luck with the move. Thank you, Eustanius. And good night to yourself as well. Planning in you, it's a good joke. See you later, old man. See you later, old man. Old man dearie. But yeah, we'll leave it there, so. And we'll come back to this next week. Obviously, I'll update the Discord that, let everybody know, and I will set an actual day. It won't be just a random, spontaneous stream. Or at least it shouldn't be. This one won't be spontaneous. It'll be done out properly. So yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. So, enjoy the rest of the night. I'll be back in a week or more. I won't be gone too long, I promise. And I'll see you then. We'll finish it up. Thanks for popping in, and enjoy the rest of the night. Take care of yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't. Whatever I mean by... Don't burn an orphanage or something, you know. Or, I don't know, spreading vaccination misinformation. You know, things like that. Whatever. Have a good one. I'll see you after.